Mark Hoppus and Alex Gasgarth together doing a project. What the? Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. And once again, if you want to join that Swamp Team, then please make sure that you like this video, subscribe, click that bell icon, and go to one of my following social media platforms and follow me over there. But other than that, let's dive right into the topic of this video, which is the new project that has been started and been working on between two musical artists, specifically the singers from the given bands All Time Low and Blink-182, Mark Hoppus and Alex Gasgarth, have started kind of working together on a project called Simple Creatures. And the song I want to be discussing and talking about mainly that they released, well, it's the only song that they have released so far, is the song Drug. And I could tell you, I wasn't even sure if I was going to do a video about this, just because the song did come out, what was it, a week ago? Came out, like I wasn't to it. I'm just kind of like, okay, this is good. But within over the past week or so, and since that song came out and I was listening to it, I started to really think about this song, and it really kind of started to just get stuck in my head. And there's been something about the song that just has been so captivating and made me keep wanting to come back and listen to it more. Like, there's a lot about it that's just very like simple and plain, in other words, within that genre of like that pop punk and all that, like with those constant na 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 na's and everything, that like it's just a very familiar thing that we've seen with Blink-182 in the past, like with All the Small Things, and even with All Time Low, with some of those weird like O's and stuff like that going on throughout their songs. So like that kind of like, that's the part that kind of really gets stuck in my head. But at the same time, it's just kind of like, and it's just kind of like overdone a bit within music these days. But other than that, I find this song definitely very enjoyable. It's definitely a song that I can see myself coming back to, and made me interested in this project that is Simple Creatures. And with that being said, I just want, in a little bit after I finish talking about the song a little more so, and just how I feel, I'll talk about kind of like the future of Simple Creatures and whether or not what's going on with that. What are we going to get about with this? But first, I want to finish up on Drug. This song, Drug, is just very, the lyrics and everything are just very simple. Just, they're simple, straightforward and everything, but it is a very catchy tune. It's very enjoyable. It's a fun song. You can definitely tell that Mark and Alex both really just got together and just wanted to have some fun with making some music. And within an interview specifically, Mark did say that after he was done touring with the whole California tour and everything from their last album, he felt very depressed and everything for some reason, and just wanted to find a reason to continue and do something. So he called up Alex, who is actually one of his fairly close friend of his, apparently. So, and they decided to just go and start just having fun writing some random material or whatever. And they actually went into the studio, wrote some of these songs, actually got them and everything. And after a few songs, apparently, they both decided that this could be a thing, that they could do a little side project here, which is how like Simple Creatures came about. And just how everything came about, and just everything, you could, like I said with the song Drug, you could tell that they were just having fun. They weren't being like super serious about like necessarily like, they weren't right off the start going into it like, okay, this is a project that we actually want to do and everything right off the start. It's more came about based off of how they felt the music was coming out and how it was sounding, that okay, we could do something with this, whether we just do a quick EP or a couple EPs and maybe an album or whatever, which is exactly what's actually going to be happening. Later on in that interview, Mark specifically does state that we have the EP that's going to be coming out in March that's going to have Drug along with a few other songs. I believe he said 6 songs are going to be on that EP. And later on in the summer or somewhere around there, based off of the drop and everything of Blink's new project that's going to be coming out, whether it's going to be late spring, summer, or in the fall, and along same lines with All Time Low's new album that's going to be dropping sometime within that time frame as well. So he did confirm within that both All Time Low and Blink are going to have their projects of their own that are going to be coming out and dropping within this given year, which is good. I kind of suspected that because it has been a few years since either of them released new material, like a new full-length album, that is. But and that somewhere in between there, around there, is when the Simple Creatures LP is going to be coming out. And we don't know anything about like more of the along those projects other than the fact that the EP that's coming out in March is going to be titled Strange Love. He did confirm that within the interview. But like, I'll go back to Drug. Like I said, you can tell just by the way the song is that they were just having fun. And at the same time, you can tell that it's not like exactly either one of their projects. Like, if you really listen to it, at first you're like, okay, I hear Alex, I hear All Time Low. And then you hear Mark, and you're like, I hear Blink-182. But at the same time, it's not really either of them. Like, they both kind of did a nice blend and had their own style of sound kind of like come out within that song. And within the interview, Mark even continues on saying that even more of their songs, they do a lot more different styles and a lot different and everything, so that this whole project can be and will be much different than either of their projects, so it can stand on their own and stand on its own. Whether or not this is going to be like a super serious project, whether or not they'll do anything else past their EP and their LP that's going to come out in the summer, who knows? But I'm definitely very interested in seeing what's going to come about within the EP and the LP later on this year. That's literally everything that I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give this video a nice thumbs up. Join that Swamp Team, subscribe, bell, and follow me on one of my social media platforms. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.